Hello, everybody. I'm not gonna leave you all waiting so much on this one. I don't know where I'm gonna put this special picture of Chris Hansen. Might do it in the little corner here. Maybe down here is perfect for it. Alright. Hello, everybody. Jesus fucking Christ. I've got a bad cold right now, so. Where did it go? 13. Let me turn this music down. Hello, everybody. What is going on? Let me turn my fan off. I don't want to leave that on. Leave that banging in your ears, in your ear holes all night. What's up, Cyber Squeak, Donde Lieta, Evil Little McNuggets, Kitty Velociraptor, Spencer Silvera, George Glass, Cookie Whoopie Pie, My Eyes. Never seen My Eyes before, but I love the name. What's up, Jay Potato Man? Yeah, well. So, I've devised a plan. This time. I really came prepared. So, what I have here is a slightly altered version of the episode. I pitched the volume down a little bit, and I also I pitched it down, and I also put a little filter over it to see if it would survive this way. So we're gonna see if you guys like to gamble. You like to gamble. You took a bit of a gamble coming to the stream today. Seriously, guys, if you like to gamble, right now is the best time to place your bets to see how long the stream's gonna stay up. I'm gonna try not to snort in everyone's ears, because I'm still very stuffy. What's up, April the Berserker and Pedro the Great? Can you pitch the audio so they sound like chipmunks? That's what I should have done. I just pitched it down a little bit, so they sound extra deep. This is, what's up, Sprinkle Cake? This is Fortson, Georgia, part 1. So, I think just one episode's going to be enough for the stream. If not, we'll find something else to watch.
I have interest in younger girls.
You see how they sound kind of deep?
That is a fantasy of mine.
Is this the national news thing? You mean like Dateline NBC?
That would be probably the cleanest.
What's up, Craig? Oh.
The cleanest, best pleasure is to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, they all sound like they just did whippets, you know? That's kind of that could be a funny headcanon for this episode. Just pretend they all did whippets before they came in. All right.
Tonight, they're back. A string of suspects targeting children. It's another undercover sting.
It's funny when I saw this on Dateline. I'm like, that is so sick.
A Dateline net crime to catch a predator. Like moths to a flame, they just keep coming. Thanks for joining us. I'm
It's
Stone
pretty
Phillips.
funny.
And I'm Ann Curry. It has been more than 2 years now since we first began our series of reports investigating
Ann Curry's been sucking in the helium.
online sex predators. 5 different states, 129 men exposed.
Tonight, investigation.
That doesn't look like NBC's property to me, does it? Come on. I'm gonna skip past this part. We never watched the intro. Thanks, Ann. Thanks, Ann.
Here's Chris Hansen.
I got an update on Scooby-Doo's car. He's going to be in an orange Ford Explorer.
On this stormy summer night, on a winding country road, a potential sex predator slowly approaches a house where he believes a child is waiting for him. He's driven a long way for this meeting, almost 2 hours.
There he is.
But the driver won't find a young girl inside. Instead, a Dateline investigative team awaits his arrival.
All right, Emmy, he's coming in.
Why is this man making such a long trip in the dead of night? Perhaps because he believes a 15-year-old girl is alone inside, ready to have sex with him.
Open the door and call him. He's coming.
But his journey didn't begin today. It began more than a week
I don't
earlier
think it
when
sounds that different. Do you guys really think it sounds that different? I don't, I thought we could work around it.
entered a Yahoo Georgia chat room and decided to hit on a decoy, an adult posing as a 15-year-old. It didn't take long for the 23-year-old, screen name Scooby-Doo ATL
Scooby-Doo ATL 01. Once again, we got another guy. Everyone sounds like they're underage and trying to buy beer. All right, we got the boy Scooby-Doo ATL. Scooby-Doo. You didn't know it, but he's from Atlanta. And he was born in 2001, or he made his account in 2001.
To steer the chat towards sex. He asked all kinds of sexual questions, like, what positions have you tried? You like doggy? The decoy says, I never did doggy before. And Scooby-Doo says,
Wait,
well...
her name is Poison Ivy Girl. It's like a nickname you got at summer camp, because you got Poison Ivy. And you're forever known as Poison Ivy Girl.
If we ever have sex, I'll introduce it to you. But I switch positions a lot, so you're bound to learn a few new tricks. Now, the man with the bag of tricks is walking in our house.
The bag of tricks. The fucking, I feel like there's a joke there about teaching her new tricks, but he's like a dog, and Scooby-Doo is a dog. There's gotta be a joke there somewhere.
We hired a very young-looking 19-year-old to play the part of the girl.
Hey!
Hey.
Took you a while to get here.
Yeah, well, someone can't give good directions of where they live.
Ooh, fucking roasted. Holy shit, man. Coming in fucking hot, dude. Let's watch it. Actually, it's really funny with the voice, with the pitch.
We hired a very young-looking...
Oh, no. Cyber Squeak, don't be bringing shampoo bottle into this. Nicknamed that because of a rumor that you used Poison Ivy in a bad way. We can leave Poison Ivy and shampoo bottles out of that.
19-year-old to play the part of the girl.
Hey!
Let's change positions. No. Not even for a Scooby snack? Fuck.
Hey.
Took you a while.
Holy shit. I'm gonna laugh at that for ages.
To get here.
Yeah, well, someone can't give good directions of where they live.
Well, someone can't give good directions for where they live. Fucking roasted, man. Holy shit.
I'm just taking stuff out of the dryer. It'll take a second. I made you some sweet tea. I have to do something to keep you awake. You can take a seat. I just had to finish taking this stuff out.
You'd never guess, by the way this man confidently walks into our house, that he's seen Dateline's investigations into internet sex...
Alright, so let's rate the outfit. He's got like the cargo shorts on. He's got kind of like the kind of trucker hat. He's got the little like glasses and he's got his finest JC Penney. No, that's not even JC Penney. That's like some Old Navy shirt. Yeah, she can't. Adult girl, welcome to the chat. She can't drive. How is she supposed to know? Yeah, what the fuck? How's she supposed to know good directions? When you guys were like 12, did you guys know like where you lived? I mean, you know the town. I knew which highway my town was off of. It's very generic, 5 out of 10. You know, he doesn't really stick out. It's probably good for this show, but he looks like he does look like he's going fishing.
4. And he's still willing to risk being exposed on national television.
Oh, and he's got the white Lauren shoes on, too.
You had a hard time finding the place, or?
Yeah, man.
You got lost?
McNugget says, you'd think a man named Scooby-Doo would be good at sleuthing out a fraud.
Huh?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Dennis.
In our latest hidden camera operation, this time in rural Fortson, Georgia, 90 minutes south of Atlanta, it doesn't surprise us that the chat rooms are full of men aware of our previous investigations. Men who want to have sex with a minor but are concerned they might be caught on tape.
It's actually been referenced by name at this point. Did you ever see To Catch a Predator?
Do you think that this is a deterrent in some ways for people coming over?
I mean, they're not coming over because they're afraid that it's media.
Del Harvey, her screen name, is a member of Perverted Justice, the online watchdog group dedicated to catching internet sex predators.
It's just a matter of getting them in the door.
Dateline paid Perverted Justice a consultant's fee to do what it usually does, go into chat rooms posing as 13 to 15-year-olds home alone, interested in sex. Some decoys pretend to be eager about sex. That's because experts we've spoken to say young teens are often curious, even precocious, when it comes to chatting online about sex without knowing the potential lifelong...
I considered altering all the episodes like this. Yeah, I mean, I could. It would just take some time to process so that anyone can stream them. It's very easy to do. It's not... Del sounds like an impersonation of Del. Yeah, it sounds like us, making fun of Del, you know? Like, dude, I just whacked my toe on the banister.
On repercussions of being molested by an adult.
I don't know if anybody's in chat.
While it's
This
encouraging...
reminds me of the pirated episodes of Dr. Phil that were in the corner of the screen with the saturation turned all the way up. Yeah, that's always some stupid, like, filter or something.
Here our investigations have scared off some potential child molesters. Others, like Scooby-Doo ATL01, obviously
so
didn't get the
fucking
message.
funny.
His real name is Dennis Colson, a construction worker from Atlanta. He says
His
he's
name
here
is spelled like penis, but with a D. Dennis.
to meet a girl named Izzy.
And how old is Izzy?
She told me she was 18.
So that'd be cool then, because she's of legal age.
No, I wasn't gonna do anything.
The problem...
That's what I should have done. I should have put a frame. I should have put like a movie theater filter. A raindrop overlay. Oh, trust me, I thought about doing the shooting star overlay just as a reference to Jorn.
is that I have the transcript of your online chat.
Okay.
So you want to start again and tell the story from the top?
No, what I should have done is I should have had a face bouncing around from corner to corner, you know? Cut off 35 minutes into the episode and start. I'm so glad we all fucking watched. I tried to flip this one. I didn't know how to do it. I couldn't get it for some reason. I guess, yeah. What's up, Gay Mangos?
Yeah.
Okay.
She told me she was 15.
And what did you guys talk about?
Just a lot of different things that I shouldn't have been talking about.
Give me an example.
Ask her if she was a virgin.
If she was a virgin.
Yes, sir.
And why would you ask that question of a 15-year-old
I really did not
girl?
have, I don't know, I'm sorry, I apologize. But I really did not have any plans to do anything tonight.
Did you bring condoms?
No, sir, I have condoms in my car.
You had, well then, so you did bring condoms.
Yes, but they are for my, I mean, I have it for safety, but I mean, it's just hanging out. I wasn't going to do it. I was seriously swear.
So
I
you
was not going to do anything.
But you talk about jail.
I know.
You can't go to jail for not doing anything.
When I start to read some of his chat log, he gets up and starts pacing.
What positions have you tried?
Oh, God.
This part's fucking hilarious.
You know how to ride? You like doggy? And then you ask...
He's asking about Doggy and his name's Scooby-Doo. Come on. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm not on my game today.
Oh, God, stop. Okay.
Just one more. You say, you ask if you delete all those IMs when you're done. I'd hate to have your mom get nosy.
Now it's time to tell him something he already knows.
Have you ever
I need Chris to call him
seen the
Scooby-Doo
program
ATL
Dateline
every
NBC?
time.
Yes, I probably have. I don't know. Oh, my God.
Ooh, there it is. Drive 137. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that pesky Chris Hansen.
Have you seen the stories where
Yes.
men come to the house trying to meet teens?
Yes, but I wasn't trying to do that, I promise.
Well, I got to tell you something. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on guys, men trying to meet teens on the internet.
It was stupid. I'm a stupid man. That's all I can say. But I would like to leave.
He's free to leave, but he won't get very far. Perverted Justice has joined forces with the Harris County Sheriff's Office, providing chat logs and phone records, evidence needed to make an arrest. Here in Georgia, if a man makes a date online for sex with someone he believes to be a minor, it's a felony.
Sheriff, get on the ground! Down on the ground! Get down on the ground!
He's arrested.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Please don't take Put your hands behind your back. Please don't Put your hands behind your back.
He put him behind his neck instead of his back.
Oh my God, my life is ruined.
Can you just shoot me? Can y'all just shoot me? No.
And taken away.
Oh my God.
Nah, you gotta really act up for them to shoot you.
And he's brought into a room with an investigator from the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
How'd it go with the house, Dennis?
That was awesome. That was the best day of my life right there.
You'll hear
Ooh,
more
he's
of
cracking
Scooby-Doo's
jokes.
interview with police later.
I never should have said any of that.
Is this guy on his way here?
With men all over the internet admitting they've seen our To Catch a Predator series, we wondered if it would stop a lot of them from trying to hook up with children. Or will there be many others like Scooby-Doo still brazen enough to show up at our house?
Yes, you did, Aaron E.
Come on in.
We're not getting struck today.
Wait and see.
Gerald White primal screen pitched like this. What episode is
someone in the
Gerald
driveway.
White? He's
Someone in the driveway.
He's one of the. What was the last thing? It's from the last one, whatever it was.
The team inside Dateline's hidden camera house quickly moves into position.
Coming up, driveway, battle stations, battle stations.
A man who made a date online for sex with a young girl has shown up earlier than expected. Our decoy.
Yeah, this is the special. This is the special Whippets episode. Of this was the one where they all did Whippets before.
Playing the part of a young girl, heads to the front door to wave the man in.
Hey, come on in.
He's 32-year-old Christopher Xavier Cannon, here to meet a 15-year-old virgin. At least that's what he's told.
Christopher Cannon.
Turns out he's a media director at his church.
I used
a
to think this was the
position
funniest
working
shit
with
the
young
first
teens,
time I saw
which
it.
makes his sexually explicit online chat all the more disturbing. Using the screen name Xavier01, he asks the girl if she's ever had an orgasm. The decoy says, I don't think so, and Xavier01 says, good.
He's got like his, I don't know, it looks like a basketball picture up, I don't know.
Then he asks her,
do you want to be on top or bottom?
I'm not sure. Which is better?
We'll have to see where you fit best.
Xavier, but Xavier, Xavier, fucking Xavier. My Lauren voice is not dialed in today.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. I think
That looked like she was wearing a decoy wig.
I know.
Or we can do doggy style.
Sorry, if I don't put this stuff in the washer
PJ
right
was actually
away,
paid
it wrinkles.
$100,000
But
worth of
I made some sweet tea, so just make yourself a glass.
Why is his name Xavier?
Oh,
Why don't you have a seat real quick?
yeah, I know what this is. I know what this was. I just went to test it. That's all.
Okay, I noticed, sir.
I used to think this was the funniest fucking thing. I just wanted to test it.
I know what it was.
What do you think it was?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He heads out the door
He just runs.
into the arms of the Harris County Sheriff's Department.
He doesn't even make a run for it. Come on.
I knew what it was. I knew what it was. No one did.
As our investigation continues here in rural Georgia, it becomes clear there are plenty of other men
Yo,
who seem
why
to
does
know
it matter if she... I didn't even catch that. What did she say? She's like, I've got to get this in the washer before it wrinkles.
about our investigations, but show up
I mean, to
anyway.
be fair, she's supposed to be 12. She shouldn't know shit about doing laundry. You know?
Yeah, slowing down, pulling in the driveway. Emily, you ready?
Yeah,
Like all your clothes are wrinkly when you're 12.
Here
you know?
comes Need a Friend to
fucking
Talk
care.
to 2005. He drove 4 hours to get here.
All right, go ahead and open the door.
Hey, come on in.
Kind of fucking. It looks like
It's
old
raining
ass truck.
outside, so I'll meet you in. I just gotta throw this in the dryer real quick.
Need a Friend to Talk to is really 25-year-old John Adam
What's up,
Daniels,
Callie?
a carpenter. He thinks he's here to meet a 13-year-old virgin named Nina. Online, he asks her if she wants to try anal sex and if he can perform oral sex on her. After the decoy agrees, she tells him she's home alone, and he asks to spend the night. He's come prepared.
He's brought his overnight bag, it looks like.
Sorry, I had to do laundry right away. I had to have something cute to wear tonight. Did you try some of my sweet tea?
I'm not scared.
Sorry, I'm almost done.
Okay, baby.
Did you bring me anything?
Yes, I did.
What'd you bring me?
I drinking some Kit Kats.
Looks like you brought enough stuff to move in.
Yes.
Why don't you have a seat?
Yes.
And like some of the others, Need a Friend to Talk to appears to
Dude,
know
some of
what
these guys, I don't even have any jokes for them. I just like to watch it again and again. Again and again.
he's walked into.
And my
being taped.
You are being taped.
Oh, crap. Am I gonna be arrested?
That's not up to me.
We should put this guy's like his arrested tick thing next to the Jorn O face. I feel like they would actually look pretty similar. They have kind of almost similar beards.
You admit right here that you could be in trouble if anybody found out that a 25-year-old was meeting a 13.
Yes, sir. I thought it was a bad idea from the beginning, so.
But if you thought it was such a bad idea, why did you do it anyway?
I don't know, so.
I mean, you started talking, and 45 minutes into the conversation, you say, "Have you ever seen a man's blank?"
Yes, I'm sorry, so.
Okay, I'm just testing them.
You ask what size bra she wears. Minutes later, you ask if she would like to move in with you.
Yes, sir.
That's the original Dupee snack attack. No Snapple and hot Cheetos, just drinks and Kit Kats.
What are you thinking here, Al?
I'm completely and totally stupid. I'm sorry.
What's up, pizza driver?
Just like all the men who show up at our house, he's free to leave. Since he's seen our reports before, he probably knows he won't be free for long. And there's nowhere to run.
Get on the ground! Get down on the ground! Down!
And the parade continues.
Walking up the walk towards the door.
I feel like he wouldn't actually remember. Like, I feel like if I went walking out of there, I'd be like, oh, maybe they like don't have the cops on this one or whatever, you know? Like maybe they saw the first, maybe they saw the DC sting, you know? And they're like, oh, okay, I'm out of here. We're gonna move to Mexico.
Now back up. He's right there. Keep going.
Here comes another man who, despite seeing our previous broadcasts, is willing to take the risk of showing up at a stranger's house to possibly have sex with a minor. He's 22-year-old Matthew Cogburn.
These are like all. This is like an all hits episode. Like this is such a great episode. Like it's just it's hit after hit. So this guy, we got the cargo shorts and the sandals. He's like kind of. This is not really like a bad looking guy. He just.
Yesterday was his birthday. He's here to meet a
He just wants to hurt kids.
Boy pretending to be a 14-year-old. This clean-cut, all-American looking man has a MySpace page where he says, Jesus.
If the house is pretty much empty and nothing but cookies or sweet tea on the counter, wouldn't most people get suspicious and leave as soon as they got there? What about like everything else that's going on here?
This rocks and lists God.
You know, like
as
what
his
about
number
like
one
the
hero.
whole like underage girl that wants random ass fucking dudes to come over like that? I mean, that should also set off some red flags.
Hero. But when he goes into a Yahoo chat room, he seems like
Wait, whoa. I found a live journal once where two girls talked about going to high school with Cogburn. This was years ago. Said he was like super desperate. That's just like, man.
Another person. His chat with a girl he thinks is 14 is so graphic.
I don't really have any thoughts on this guy. Like, I just like, he's funny, but he's not that interesting. He's like I understand him too well.
Much of it can't be shown. He does ask the decoy if her house is secluded, so if they use
Definitely
the
owns a
jacuzzi,
Jesus
you can
fish
moan
sticker.
and squeal all you want.
Were any of you guys youth group kids growing up? Because I was like a church kid and like a youth group kid. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is these kinds of people are very, very close to me, for better or for worse.
Nice house.
Thank you. Did you have a hard time getting here?
Well, the road that I was looking for didn't show up.
The road I was looking for.
Why don't you have a seat there and get comfortable
show
from that?
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
You had a feeling what was going to happen. Go ahead, sit down, please.
No,
Well, no, I need to talk to you about a couple things, and I think you're going to want to talk about it. It's going to take a few minutes. Why don't you have a seat?
Is this going to be on the national news?
I'm sorry, be on what?
Is this the national news thing?
NBC?
Yeah.
You mean like Dateline NBC?
Yeah.
What was your plan here today?
I can't answer that as I want to because I've been in a struggle myself with what I want to do because I'm still a virgin and I think it's stupid that I did this.
That is one common personality feature with all pedophilers. Dull. can't agree with that. Some of these guys aren't. They're not all dull.
22.
22. And how old was the girl you were chatting with online?
The girl said she was 13 or 14.
13 or 14. And you thought that it would be okay to come over here and visit a young girl home alone?
I wanted to think it was okay, but I just...
Now,
welcome,
I'm looking at this
Dustin's
chat
12-year-old decoy named Laura.
16 minutes into this discussion, you ask if she can do deep throat.
What's up, WB/H?
Explain that to me.
No reason to explain.
No reason to explain. How do you feel about sex? You on birth control, or are you sticking with condoms?
This is the special poppers episode of TCAP. Oh shit, I was a youth group kid too. I was bullied horribly in school, and the kids at church were nice, so I spent a lot of time with them. Man, I was bullied by the kids at church. They would like throw fucking holy water in my eyes. They're church bullies. No, just kidding. Well, you know, I think it's good. You had that for you, you know.
You got toys?
Is there a need?
Well, I want you to.
But I feel like if you were like a youth group kid, you know, at some point you had like someone. I mean, this happens with anybody. You probably had like some sort of. Oh, I didn't mean the Poppers episode. I'm sorry, I meant the Whippets episode.
Square that with what's on your MySpace website, where you
Sorry, I
talk
can't form
about
sentences
Jesus rocks.
today. Yeah, we're all youth group. Oh God, there should not be a youth group at the Church of God.
We're gonna do this too.
You'll hear more about
my
this
word.
man's inner struggle after he's in police custody.
Get on the ground. Get down on the ground. All the way down. Damn, man.
But there are many more potential sex predators.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you went to church, there's probably somebody at your church that was like this guy, and he's like kind of unsuspecting.
Is about to keep their date with Dateline. More examples of the potential danger facing children on the internet.
The cleanest, best pleasure.
The cleanest, best pleasure is to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Cody Green is like a personal favorite. But he's like probably not even that funny, you know. But he's just very.
Get on the ground. Get down on the ground. Get on the ground.
Oh, we need to have a memoriam for Don Cheech. You know what? I'm gonna do it when it comes out.
Put your hand behind your back.
As law enforcement arrests one suspect after another, what happens next is almost inevitable. One of our invited guests drives by, spots them, and takes off.
He actually watched it out.
Guys, if you guys are gonna hashtag Chubby Squad, you're about to meet your God.
He's leaving.
But Lieutenant
What's up,
Sven
geometric
Armbrust of the
headdress?
Harris County Sheriff's Office is
Preston
not
Cheech.
about to let 36-year-old George Cleary get away.
He actually came out 3 times.
We're gonna get to that when he comes up.
Yeah.
After Cleary sees this man being arrested, he heads for the highway. That's where detectives
Wait, which
stop
fucking
him.
guy was that?
The 36-year-old, who makes his living as a pizza delivery man, drove 2 hours
pizza
for the chance to have sex with a 14-year-old he met online.
I don't even fucking remember this guy.
Using the screen name Broken
Oh, okay, no, yeah, I remember this. Broken Empires.
Empires, he asks the decoy very personal questions, like her bra size.
Sounds like a fucking book, like a fucking I don't know, like a Isaac Asimov book or something.
And do you shave
Yeah,
down
the fucking Primal Scream. I forgot it.
down there? The decoy says, yeah, a little, because of my bathing suit. Broken Empire says, cool. And when the decoy asks him what kind of girls he likes, he says, small, skinny, beautiful, sexy, and young. He told the decoy he would bring movies, CDs, and condoms.
Small, skinny, beautiful, sexy, and young.
I see you brought condoms.
Yes. She asked me to.
Intimate lubricant. What's this for?
She
Is this
was gonna
guy's full interrogation on YouTube?
give me a massage.
While one man was scared off when he saw police activity, others are wary even when all is quiet.
There he is.
There he is.
This man pulling into our driveway is 38-year-old Peter Seacuts.
Guys. John. Wait, does that say Don Seach?
Screen name Don Cheech.
It's just Don Seach? That's what it looks like on the screen.
Online, he goes into graphic detail.
All right, guys. You know what? I want to play like a tribute. I'm gonna make a little like tribute. I'm gonna put it on screen. I'm gonna just like bullshit for a second, okay? What's that fucking P. Diddy song? I'll be missing you. Okay, I think I'm gonna just put that on in the back, and I'm gonna get some Don Cheech TCAP. Yeah, it is. Are we Don Cheech? Wait, where do I get this guy's? It's on Saul's channel. Oh, this is the one that's gonna get copywritten, I bet. Okay, I'm gonna just... This is the official Don Cheech live stream memorial. Let me put this on.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the
Don
flow.
Cheech,
So far from
rest
being
in
on the top
peace.
of the dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be.
Everybody light those candles. This is the candlelight vigil.
Still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime.
I don't need to play this at half speed.
My friend, try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life. After
Candles in the chat.
The man to come inside, but Don Cheech seems very reluctant.
But Don Cheech.
Come on, you gotta finish cleaning up the kitchen.
It's kinda hard.
I told you to come on in out of the range, you not hear me?
He wants to be sure Dell is really the boy he came to see. After Dell refuses to take her hat off, the 38-year-old heads back to his car. That's when law enforcement moves in and arrests him. Put the camera out of my face.
Hey, come on, guys, stop. You know what? You know what? Stop posting. Stop posting cake candles. Okay, it's disrespectful. Don't disrespect the dead. Come on, it's not funny.
More potential predators like Don Cheech don't stay long.
Oh. Wait, there's a phone call? That's him as a young lad. the fucking peach. Holy shit, that's fucking sad. That is just tragic, guys. Don Cheech is dead. Are we even gonna be the same as a community? No Don Cheech. No Don Cheech. Who timed me out? Are you silencing victims again? No, 9, you called me a fucking creep and I'm fucking annoyed at you, dude. Don't fucking call me that shit, you fucking annoying ass. Unless it was a misunderstanding, then I'm sorry. But you know, I'm a little testy because I'm sad. I'm sad and I want to cry. Don't get your stream. Oh, it doesn't get taken down for songs. R.I.P. Okay, wait, let's listen to the Don Cheech phone call.
You don't stay long.
Hey, Brian?
Peter? Yeah, this is Brian.
Hey. Yes, it is. Just sitting here.
5 years in prison.
TV. You have a really young sounding voice.
Oh, it's on.
You
Cute though.
Bad? Is that bad? You think it's cute? You don't want to be cute? Do you like how I sound?
Does he even talk in this? I think it's just the decoy talking. Jiggle. We're about to watch this on the episode, so.
I'm glad I don't sound creepy.
The Don Cheech, man, that guy doesn't. He's kind of elusive. What's up, Sloth Cat? It's good to see you. All right, Don Cheech, that is. Yeah, it is hard to hear the call. I couldn't hear it at all either. So there wasn't anything good in there. You didn't miss anything.
Tale of how he'd like to perform oral sex on the boy posing as a 14-year-old. The decoy plays along, but Don Cheech repeatedly says he's afraid of getting in trouble. We think we know why. Listen as this female decoy pretending to be Brian talks to Don Cheech on the phone.
No, what are you talking about? What's Dateline? What is it? It's like cops or something? I've seen
like
cops
or something.
Despite his fears of being caught in our report, the 38-year-old shows up anyway.
Come on, get in out of the rain. You're gonna get yourself all wet.
Dell from Perverted Justice now takes over the role of the boy and tries to convince the man to come inside. But
my Cheech got jiggle jiggle. His roles, he'd like to see you with your hat off, for sure. That's a great little parody there.
Don Cheech seems very reluctant.
Hey, bro!
Hey, bro!
Come on in. Come on, I gotta finish cleaning up the kitchen.
She sounds like Dell. Whoa. Don't go spreading conspiracies here. She sounds like Dell. Oh, were you talking about the phone operator? Because they do kind of sound alike. What would his walkout? Oh, we should have walkout songs for all these people. That'll be what we do. We're gonna come up with what song they were listening to. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty. That sounds about right. I was gonna say like I don't know, like a song with a lot of like tuba. I'm sorry, that's a cheap joke on my
The
end.
range, you not hear me?
He wants to be sure
All these
Dell is
all these Italian predators, adult girl says, all these Italian predators scared of being gay instead of being pedos.
the boy he came to see.
Pull your head off. He's suspicious.
He's leaving again.
Yeah, he's...
After Dell refuses to take her hat off, the 38-year-old heads back to it.
He's 38 in that. That's crazy.
His car. That's when law enforcement moves in and arrests him.
Put the camera out of my face, please.
And as you're about...
What are you talking about? He ain't getting nothing dressed like that. Okay, let's look at him. He wore a nice shirt with a belt. He wore a shirt with a belt. His shirt's tucked in. It's nice. His hair looks nice.
About to see, there are more potential
wrong with the way
predators
he's
like Don
dressed?
Cheech who don't stay
Don
long.
Cheech.
Dell's going to go out and try and get him. He's looking for a black female, so we're trying to pull this off.
Meet 43-year-old James Klein, a married man with 3 children. He's here to meet a girl who told him she was 15. Online, he calls himself Hold You Closer 2003.
I admit that an original idea for a channel name I had was Hold You Closer 2004.
He asks the girl if she's ever experienced oral sex.
If they play even a second of this phone call, I'm gonna like have to turn my mic off. I'll be laughing so hard.
Decoy tells him no, and he says, I can tell you one thing, my tongue would be all over you, your mouth, your nipples, down between your legs too. Now, Hold You Closer 2003 is walking in our house.
I gotta throw my laundry in, but I made you tea.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Did you find the place okay?
Huh?
I hate the way he fucking looks. Okay, there's another thing you can notice. Did you notice Matthew Cogburn had his whole feet up on the stool, like on the little leg here, whatever you call it. And then you got James Klein. He's asserting his dominance. He's not gonna put both his fucking feet up on that stool. What song would you guys say? What's James Klein's walkout song. There's got to be something with peppers or pepper steak or steak or something. What's up, the fifth ace? Good to see you.
Did you find the place okay?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
Did you get lost?
No, what are you talking about?
Why are you here tonight?
They're lucky Don Cheech didn't fight them. He's almost bulletproof. What would happen if Don Cheech, he walked in the house, he went up to Chris Hansen, and he just fucking smothered him? Like, what would, like, do you think Chris Hansen, do you think, like, the whole team would be able to get him off of there? Chicken wing song, yeah. Sergeant, oh, okay, perfect. Bitter almond, Sergeant Pepper. Ah, see you, Guru.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
He may be able to run away from us, but because Georgia authorities believe his chat log showed intent to have sex with a
I don't know what you're talking about.
minor, he's arrested.
Yeah, come on, guys. Let him fucking go. He didn't even know what Chris was talking about.
Get on the ground.
The next man you're about to meet not only sits down for an interview, he actually admits it's likely he would have taken the virginity.
This fucking episode is all hits so far. Like, there is not a single miss on this one, you know?
Of a 13-year-old girl, if she was willing.
Alright, Cody Green, I remember he's, like, super, like, into, like, he's like, oh yeah, I listen to a lot of Atlanta rap. So I feel like, I mean, there's such an obvious song that you would pair this guy with, and it's you know, it's by The Offspring. But yeah, you know this guy. We all knew fucking guys like this growing up. And like how, you know, I feel like his parents bought him that fucking Cadillac Escalade. What does his parents do? That's what I fucking wonder. Slum Shady. He's like Slim Shady if he was fucking affluent, you know?
Hey, I'm up here.
He's
Cody Green, more like Cody White, am I right?
20-year-old Cody Green.
Whoa, what is that fucking picture? I feel like I've never noticed that picture of him. He looks like a different person in every fucking picture you see of him.
Screen name Perfect Buddy Georgia. He's been chatting online with a girl posing as a 13-year-old virgin named Maddie Girl 92. He tells the decoy, I definitely appreciate being your first. The decoy says, really? You don't mind I'm a virgin? Perfect Buddy answers, if you don't mind me taking it from you, I actually would love it and never have been with a virgin. Perfect Buddy then sends not one, but 8 different pictures of his genitals. The chat laughs.
Alright, we gotta... It's all like the same... It's just like different angles, but oh my god, he put his fucking face in there too. Yeah, Cody uses mom's massager. See Greasy. The fucking base shaman, like Cody Green hatred was so fucking funny. That, oh my god. I feel like I did a stream on Cody Green a while ago.
Lasts for 2 days.
I'm gonna do another one, like at some point. I need to. It's so fucking
Then
funny.
he shows up at our house.
Yeah, I made some tea and it's on the table.
He tries to follow the decoy.
Should have a seat right in that chair.
Instead, he runs into me.
Now Cody Green, he might look like he's wearing clothes with no colors, you know, like it's white on white in this black and white rendition, but you know,
Please, sir,
anyone who's seen it in color knows he's still wearing all white, so it works perfectly, translates perfectly.
really drove this far for no reason.
I really drove this far for no reason. I still don't know. Okay, we need to take a vote in the chat. I wish I knew how to set up polls. I have no idea how to. But it's like do you guys think he meant no, don't worry. I drove this far for... It's like, no, don't worry. I drove this far for no reason. Like, it was just no reason. Don't worry. Or is it like, did I really drive this far for no reason? You know what I mean?
Drove this far for no reason.
Yes, sir. I swear.
Perfect Buddy says he was really just looking for a friend,
came to the
nothing
stream
more.
for no
But
reason.
then his story seems to change.
Please, I swear, sir, I'm a desperate person. I need a girl in my life, and if she really wanted to be my friend, that would be all I needed from her.
She said...
Was Chris wearing the striped shirt in the other clips?
She was 13.
She did.
Yeah, it's the second one. Wait, I don't remember which one I said first or which one I said second.
I'm sorry, sir. I have interest in younger girls. That has just been a fantasy of mine.
A fantasy?
Yes, sir.
Do you know it violates Georgia law?
This guy's lawyer argued that like he hit his head in like a dirt bike accident or something, and that made him like really like too honest or something. I don't know. It's like it gave him like a lack of judgment.
Yes, sir.
Did you say you are ready to have my fang in your mouth?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by that?
Are you ready to have my in your mouth? Because
I swear to God, I've heard this uncensored, and I think he says, "Oh, what's up, Wee Man 2525?"
She was going with it.
I swear to God, I've heard this uncensored, and I always thought he said dick, but I think he actually says cock. But I don't know. How are you gonna know? You know?
She was.
Oh, so she wanted it.
That's what it
It's
seemed
her
like
fault.
to me. It's not her fault at all.
She made you come over here.
I came here for
He kind of like throws Chris off his game. You know what I mean?
reasons like that. But if
Cody.
She really didn't want it, so I
Bitter almonds is fucking cracking me up.
Never tried it.
But if she was open to the idea,
Yes.
you would have had sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Probably, yeah. I'm sorry, I know you think it's
What's up,
bad,
man?
but that's what it is, and that would be probably the cleanest, best pleasure, I would say.
The cleanest, best pleasure.
That's the meme. He said the line, guys.
Is to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Yes, sir. Are you her father or something like that?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Please tell me this, sir. Am I going to be in trouble for this?
I want to ask you one more question. You said you had to go see your PO.
Yes, sir.
Your parole officer.
Yes, sir.
What are you on parole for?
I got a DUI.
Anything else?
I got a hit and run charge the other day.
A hit and run
How
charge?
the fuck
Yes, sir.
did he drive? Man, he was fucking... They let him drive over here. They knew he couldn't fucking drive. They let him drive over here, you know?
So you got DWI, a hit and run charge. Well, that's something you got to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Yes, sir.
We're doing stories on adults who try to meet teens on the internet for sex.
So what happens to these men after they're arrested?
On the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
You'll hear more incredible revelations as the suspects tell their stories to the police.
It's like, this is so sick. Why did I do this?
Why did I do this? Man, I don't fucking know. You're the one that's got to answer that.
In chat rooms with young teens, now in the interrogation room with police. When our Dateline Net Crime to Catch a Predator continues.
Welcome back to our latest investigation into online sex predators.
I don't
this
like
time we're in
Ann Curry
rural
pitch
Harris County.
down. I'm just gonna skip this.
After Dateline confronts a potential sex offender here in rural Fortson, Georgia,
Free leave. What's going to happen?
Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
law enforcement working with the online watchdog group Perverted Justice steps in.
Put your hands behind your back.
Even the U.S. Marshals and Secret Service are involved. Remember Scooby-Doo ATL 01, 23
I love him saying Scooby-Doo ATL 01.
year-old Dennis Colson? He made plans to teach new sex tricks to a girl he was told was 15.
Oh my God. I'm a idiot.
After he's arrested, he's put in an unmarked car and taken to this EMS station.
Oh, I want to plug something, okay? While you guys are all here. I think I'm going to start doing... if you guys know this channel, you know I do a series called Alpha Male Mondays. Not to be confused with Alfalfa Male Mondays. It's just a show about, like, analyzing the worst dating advice and, like, pickup culture type shit. And I think October 17th is going to be the official start date where it comes back. So that's it's not in a couple weeks, but that is, it's coming up. So, you know, we're going to be doing all sorts of shit for that. So I just wanted to make that official announcement. October 17th.
Where he'll be questioned by law enforcement. His car is searched. The police find directions to the house along with condoms and marijuana.
More TVs in there.
Colson is then brought to a room where he waits to be interrogated. That's where he meets Harris County Sheriff Mike Jolly.
Oh, also, if you guys have anything specifically you want me to cover on that, just email me. That's bushsucksgirl@gmail.com. You know, I'll put my email in the chat if you guys have any recommendations for that. girl@gmail.com. The only thing that I can't cover is I can't cover Stephen Coates' music because that is considered harassment, apparently.
He finds out this isn't Colson's first run-in with the law.
I might get out of jail free card.
I'm gonna get out of jail.
Oh, about from my parents, what I'm saying. Oh, you want to use the one that?
He is really southern here. He was not talking to Chris like that.
Use the one now. It's done now. Especially with this. It's over.
What you been picked up for?
Let's just not talk about it.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Turns out Scooby-Doo has had several prior charges.
Scooby-Doo has had several prior charges. Fucking shit, that's funny. I can have Andrew Tate as a co-host. I think that guy's busy doing other stuff.
Colson, he had 4 prior
Oh,
charges.
man, no
Theft,
thought
a simple
crimes.
battery, simple assault. Some of these are aggravated type crimes.
But he was never convicted. Tonight, he'll have 4 more charges added to the list: enticing a child for indecent purposes, obscene internet contact, criminal attempted child molestation, and possession of marijuana. One charge was later dropped.
Which one was it? You're not gonna tell us?
Scooby-Doo is brought into the
Which one was it? Did they drop the weed charge?
interrogation room.
Oh my God, this one's so fine. I can't cry.
Investigators
Are they allowed to like do a drug sting at the same time too? Like, are they able to like do both of them, like both a sex sting and a drug sting, or do they have to pick one?
read Colson his rights.
I have to advise you that you, one, have the right to remain silent.
And start asking him questions.
And what screen name did you use since the 14th of July?
Investigator Gary Lewis shows the 23-year-old a copy of the chat he had with the decoy playing a 15-year-old.
Yeah, there's a lot of explicit there that I definitely shouldn't have said.
Yeah.
Let's not read that.
Saw that.
Just not read it. I never should have said any of that.
Less than 5 minutes after y'all were communicating, she relayed to you that she was 15 years old. I'm curious as to why you continued the conversation.
Because I'm retarded.
You're retarded.
Because I'm retarded. Because I was bored as and I just looking for conversation, and I was conversating. I'm not trying to clear it up. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's
He's
bad.
just conversating.
I mean, why would you ask a 15-year-old girl
I think we need
if she's still a virgin?
I think we should go ahead and stop.
Scooby-Doo ends the interview pretty quickly.
My name's Tony. I work with the sheriff's office, and this is Teresa.
But sheriff's investigators like Tony Knotts and a Secret Service agent disguised because of her undercover work have others to question.
Basically, you've been caught in a sting operation. Of course, that's why you're in handcuffs.
Christopher Cannon is the 32-year-old volunteer church director who mentions several sexual positions he
Because you're R-word. That line always kills me.
like to try with a girl posing as a 15-year-old. He's the one who ran and
Wait, were you trying to have sex with the decoy or just buy weed off of them? Oh yeah, I meant them bringing the drugs, not the kids selling the drugs too. Yeah, if they were trying to do like, if they were trying to have like some sex on LSD or something,
as soon as he saw me.
Oh,
Why don't you have a seat real quick?
Yeah, I know what this is.
No, please, I need you.
Yeah, I know what this was. I just went to test it, that's all.
Okay.
But that's not what he tells investigators.
Why are you gonna start talking now, dude? Commit to it.
When I saw this on Dateline
He's wearing really short shorts.
2 months ago, or whatever.
You show up in the middle of it.
Yes, I'm like, that is so sick.
That is so sick.
How did I do this?
The investigator reminds him he'd been chatting online with the decoy for more than a week, and many times the chat turned sexual.
I mean, just playing around with her, but my intention wasn't to do it. I even wanted to reject it.
He wanted to reject it. Come on, guys. And he wanted to test it, too.
Drove 115 miles.
I know it.
I kept saying to myself, why am I coming out here?
Hey, wanted to reject it the whole way. Milli Vanilli shorts.
Trust me, I wanted to turn around.
Help me understand, because I'm kind of lost when you say that you didn't want to come, but you're here.
Part of me was like, just turn around. And part of me was like, it's the first weekend you have to yourself. Just go out there, hang out a little bit. Don't do anything silly.
Well, why would you even have a sexual conversation with
Why is her face blurred?
I really tried to avoid her when I first
She
met
didn't
her.
sign the waiver.
Every time I get online, she initiate the conversation.
You said you didn't initiate the conversation, but actually you did. She never talked to you. You said, hello, Natalie, because you saw her in a chat.
Christopher.
And how are you doing today? That was the first initiation on your part.
Yeah, the initiate. Yeah, just chatted.
You asked her if she's horny now, and then you asked her if she's wet.
He also never meant to do it.
Now, why would you care if a 15-year-old is wet?
Stupidity, man. I mean, I don't know why. It's just
I think the ultimate Lauren troll would be if we convinced the marketing team for Mountain Dew to adopt the slogan "I never meant to do it" as like a viral ad campaign. It could be like all sorts of like internet fails, and it's like, I never meant to do it. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Just forget. Brainwash yourself for the last 15 seconds of what I said. It was very stupid. What's up, Honest?
You'll be gentle. What are you referring to when you're talking about being gentle?
Just being with her. Nothing.
No, you know what it should have been? I think Lauren, when he said never meant to do it, I think he should have held up a Mountain Dew.
Sexually touching her and all that.
Chris, we've been doing this too long.
Yeah, just.
We've been doing this too long.
I just saw you do the sign of the cross, so I know you're probably a religious man. And you would probably feel better if you
couldn't do it.
Yeah, never happened.
She opened the door and said, come on in.
Another man who probably wishes it never happened was someone who also ran from us.
Some more questions for you, sir.
I like the way he shakes his head, and then when he gets out here, he starts fucking running.
Did talk to police.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Remember,
it's the funniest fucking mannerism.
43-year-old Jim Klein. Online, he made plans to lick a 15.
The fucking slow motion. Oh my fucking word. I never noticed that.
But did talk to police.
Look at the slow motion.
Remember 43-year-old Jim Klein? Online, he made plans to lick a 15-year-old all over.
Oh my god, the slow motion and he made plans to lick a 15-year-old all over.
He admits to investigators he's been married for 20 years.
Why is it slow motion?
Children, ages 11, 13, and 15.
How would you feel if this was your 15-year-old or your 11-year-old or your 13-year-old? How would you feel?
I feel awful.
That's it? Just awful?
No.
I mean, you were pretty much down here tonight, 100 miles away from home, to do what you were going to do and damage this child's mind for the rest of her life.
Like River Kansas out of there.
Maybe sex to you, but to this child, 15, she's got to live with this for the rest of her life.
And Klein
as a
actually
child,
does
dude.
admit he was planning on staying the night.
I was going to leave tomorrow morning.
Where were you going to stay at?
She said I could stay there. She said the house says it was a big house.
Where were you going to sleep at? Did y'all discuss any of those options there?
No.
When you brought 4 movies and you arrived at 9:30 at night?
Yes.
You going to stay up all night watching movies?
Yeah. I mean, if she wanted to watch all 4, we would have watched all 4.
Would you have done anything else if she wanted to do anything else?
It was talked about.
Klein says he had 2 glasses of wine before he started chatting online and
Yeah, come on.
clouded his judgment.
I think that waives it, right?
But that doesn't explain why he showed up the next day, apparently stone cold sober.
I was seriously considering not even coming down here, and I was just saying,
I wonder if he was drunk when he had the phone chat, because it's like infamous now.
I just don't feel comfortable about this. I don't feel good
Some
about
noble
this. I just don't
cyborg
think it's a good
savage.
idea.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
This man also realizes it wasn't a good idea. He's the religious 22-year-old who said he was conflicted about meeting a 14-year-old after a sexually graphic online chat.
I've been in I'm not gonna say a mental struggle, but I'm still a virgin and I've been having trouble.
He tells investigators that this isn't the first time he's gone to visit.
Let's see, name's Matt, I'm 6'5",
It's someone he met
I'm the baby of the family.
online. In fact, he says he
He's
met his last
6'5"?
girlfriend on MySpace.
We dated for 5.5 months.
Wait, why was this guy desperate in high school then?
But there was nothing sexual, nothing, just good, clean relationship.
And she wasn't the only one.
I have met girls before, but I haven't done anything. I couldn't because of my spirituality, and I didn't solely deep down I didn't have any intentions to do anything. I've been able to talk the way I talk, and this is my punishment.
And his punishment, like the other men caught in this investigation, begins when they are taken in a van to the county jail.
Yeah, no personality, really.
Turn your head to your left.
That's because if he let his real personality show, people would find out. And also likes little girls. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If he let his real personality show, he has to just fucking suppress that shit so he can get along in the church and
they are photographed.
Hopefully be forgiven.
Fingerprinted.
Hey kids, don't up. It's a bad idea.
He's talking like it's gonna be... He's talking like he's on Jackass. That's what it is. He's like, hey kids, don't fuck up. It's gonna be bad.
And put behind bars awaiting a bond hearing. Most of the men have to wait 48 hours in jail until the judge will see them.
Bond would then be set at $25,000.
While most of the men say they would not have had sex with a minor, none have had a chance
Oh, by the
to
way,
enter.
Christopher Cannon's music, it would definitely be, that would definitely be Milli Vanilli. Because of those shorts. Because they're very small. What's up, Izzy Stardust? Good to see you.
So far, you've met 7 men who showed up at our undercover house. And despite all our previous investigations, there are more on the way. And you won't want to miss their stories. And watch what happens when this man tries to run from police.
Oh my fucking word.
South, guys.
I can't believe we're actually we're like an hour into the stream, 30 minutes into this. Girl, you know it's true. Yeah, we're like an hour into the stream, and my copyright thing, it worked.
Was it to catch
We're gonna have to do part 2 soon.
First,
because I'm not doing it tonight. I'm getting tired because
plans online
on
for
the
a
rain.
threesome with an underage teen and his adult girlfriend.
You ready? You can hear me?
That's what, dude. That's what would have gotten him off, I think, or gotten him out of jail, is if he blamed it on the rain. In his confession, you know.
Okay, great.
35-year-old Marvin Smith, being waved into our house by a decoy, said he and his girlfriend wanted to have sex with a girl.
Blame it on the state.
Told them she was
I'm saying that to girl, you know it's true.
15-year-old virgin.
I don't know, Milli Vanilli was before my time.
Come on in.
Dude, they sent her out there in the towel. That's fucking
I was gonna
crazy.
finish getting ready. Maybe just like a couple minutes.
Online, he calls himself Southwest Georgia Male, yes.
That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. This goddamn... It's like a nonsense username almost, and it's just that picture. It's so fucking funny to me.
His chat is one of the most graphic and disturbing we've come across. At first, he offers the decoy, Aaron Lynn B., $250. When she asks, why do you want to give me money? He says, 'cause I want you.
'Cause I want you.
Then he tells her about another girl he met online.
She was 15 like you. Her mom
yes,
was at work.
right? Yes.
She invited me over. Had never had sex.
Was swag mail already taken, or swag mail already taken? You had to go swag mail eyeless.
Oh.
Her and her friend.
He goes on to say that the 2 girls performed oral sex on him, and then he describes in detail how he claims to have
Swag
taken one
mail
of the girls'
eyeless.
virginity.
That would have been a good
And he
username.
doesn't stop there. After he sends pornography, he then introduces the decoy.
That's it. That's going to be my next sock account. It's going to be Southwest Georgia Mail. No.
to a woman who calls herself Phyllis, his girlfriend, and says she wants to be there with us. Phyllis then apparently gets on the computer herself and starts chatting with Aaron Lynn B. Explains how it would work. She says her boyfriend would have sex with both of us. As he's doing one of us, he would want us to play with each other. To verify Phyllis was real, a decoy from Perverted Justice spoke to her on the phone. Phyllis, the girlfriend, doesn't show up. She apparently had to work. But Southwest Georgia Male Yes does, and is now in our house and in hot pursuit of our decoy.
I didn't get a chance to get a hug.
Have a seat.
Where's my hug? He's a fucking where's my hug guy.
Decoy walks behind the curtain. The man sees our camera crew and runs.
He saw Ron. He's coming out. He's coming out.
And he keeps on running, even after sheriff's deputies order him to stop. Finally, an officer's taser knocks him to the ground.
Come on, you can't give up there, man.
After he's arrested, he's taken in for...
we gotta watch that again. Come on.
On the phone.
Swag man, yes.
Him to stop.
Coming out. He's coming out.
And he keeps on running, even after sheriff's deputies order him to stop.
Honest says Phyllis ain't no spring chicken. That name has a I remember when gas was a nickel ring to it. Phyllis.
Finally, an officer's taser knocks him to the ground. After he's arrested, he's taken in for questioning. This man with the incredibly vulgar chat reveals something that, ironically, no longer surprises us.
I was a minister in the church.
What church you go to?
But my dad was a preacher in the Baptist church. I don't want to go to prison.
It also turns out...
Did Phyllis not get in trouble for this?
He's married and worried about his wife finding out.
So is his fucking girlfriend and is worried about his wife? I don't know why I never caught this fucking detail.
Mr. Gary.
Yes.
Mr. Gary.
What is that?
I lose everything I got.
Mr. Gary.
Do what? I'm gonna lose everything I have, Mr. Gary.
The 35-year-old asks to speak to a lawyer, and the interview is over.
Oh, wow.
He's then taken to the county jail, fingerprinted, photographed, and put behind bars.
Is Marvin Harrison Smith your true name?
Yes, ma'am.
The next day, he goes before a judge, and bail is set.
All right, that's a total of $35,000.
I think him and Don Cheech should have been roommates. I think that would have been a good spin-off of TCAT.
Back at the house, there are more suspected predators on the way. This
That
man
truck
pulling
looked like
into
it
our
was about to take out
driveway
that
is
fucking mailbox.
38-year-old David Hilbish. He builds tunnels.
In the chat, he had mentioned molesting another 15-year-old.
Does he do it for a living or for a hobby?
He's been chatting with a decoy pretending to be 14. He says he'd rather...
How did they get them to not pull up all the way? I mean, that guy's he's not backing the fuck out. He'll tear that fucking yard out if he makes a run for it.
Not come to her home. He'd like to take her to a hotel.
Emily, wave him in. Here he comes. Good job. Good job. We got him coming.
Reverend Swag. That was his Reverend name, right? It was Reverend Georgia Male Swag, yes.
Online, using the screen name Tunnels 12,000, he tells the decoy named Tracy in Excess this isn't his first time meeting a teen on the internet.
Tunnels 12,000.
I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to getting caught.
Tunnels 12,000.
I didn't have sex
with a gopher.
with her, everything but. He later says he was questioned by...
Yeah, what happens if he hits the fucking mailbox? Well, they'll have to just be like, they'll have to just be like, oh, it's okay. What happens if they get if they get a flat or if they, Reverend Rose replaced him. I mean, they would just, the cops would just come and arrest him, I guess.
Detectives, but never charged. Now, he wants to have sex with Tracy.
His Greek
I want all
names.
of you, Tracy, in every way.
You show me, okay?
Tracy in Excess. Is that like a reference to the band In Excess?
Hey, come on in. I made you some sweet tea. Oh, well, I just gotta throw this in the dryer real quick or everything's gonna get wrinkled.
He's nice. He's got a nice polo on. He's tucked into his jeans.
Hey, this will only take a second. I'm sorry you couldn't bring your bike. I would have loved to see it.
Would you have a seat right over there, please? How you doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead, son.
When I confront the 38-year-old, his memory seems a bit foggy.
And this guy, how is he? Well, I guess he looks 38.
And so you were chatting with the girl named Tracy.
Oh my God, no, he fucking doesn't. He looks like he's like 56.
Right.
And how old is Tracy?
Once again, he's got the Jim Klein stance. He's got 1 foot on the floor.
I don't have no idea.
The problem for you, David, is that I have the chat right here. How old are you again? Not sure if I read that right. 14. She says she's 14 right here, right?
I guess so.
He should have dug a tunnel out of the house. He could have been the one guy that got away with it.
So what you said before was not true. Okay. Have you ever done this before?
No.
Have you ever been...
Why is he smiling?
...with an underage girl before?
No, not sexually, no.
I did it...
No, not sexually, no. What the fuck? What were you doing with the 12-year-old? Or 13-year-old? What did he say?
With a 15-year-old...
JBW broke the freaking screen door. Marvin Lakin and John Kennelly desecrated those kitchen stools. Yeah, you never found out what happened to the stool, did you?
And I came real close to being caught.
Wait, didn't Chris Hansen answer that on his podcast? Because if he did, I don't remember it.
Stay out all night and fall asleep in my truck.
Tunnel's hat, a mustache, Mario? Yeah, everyone calls Timothy Isaac the Mario Predator, but we don't...
The law that I knew of, and the police officer told me that.
And why?
I don't know what the law is, but he...
He looks like he eats onions. Like he eats onions like a hand fruit for kicks.
He questioned me. I went back home that night, and he called me Monday.
He's got a shovel in one hand, a raw red onion in the fucking raw red onion in the other hand.
Read him some of what he wrote in his chat log. He first tries to blame the girl.
I would do it in a minute with you, hoping I would stay out of jail. You ask her if she likes oral sex.
She asked me several things also.
Does that make it right?
No, and she invited me here.
Tit for tat is not okay.
So because a 14-year-old girl invites you to come over, it's okay for
a... Right, it's wrong. I admit I'm wrong.
Why did you do it?
There is no reason.
I'd want to stay all night. Did you bring any alcohol with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you bring exactly?
Exactly what she asked.
When I ask him what his plan was here tonight, he says he's not really sure.
If this 14-year-old girl was willing to have sex with you, would you have had sex with her?
I can't say for sure. I never did with that other girl, and that's the reason why.
That's the reason why?
She was underage.
Aren't there any girls or women of legal age that you could date? I mean,
I have a fiance.
Huh?
I have a fiance.
You have a fiance. And how do you suppose this is going to play when she finds out about this?
I think some of these guys want to spend the night just because it's a place to stay, you know?
It's not going to play at all.
I think they're going to use the shower, too. I think they also want to use the shower.
Now it's time to tell Tunnels 12,000 what he's walked into.
I need to tell you that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who meet teens online and then try to meet them in person for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about this situation.
I can understand how y'all legally been able to do this.
Oh, we can.
Okay.
Now,
then he says he'd like to say something more.
I just need to stay off the internet, maybe.
He says he's not a predator. He's a lonely man raising 2 children alone who uses the internet to meet women.
A predator is somebody that constantly does that. I don't do that. I would prefer to have someone my age.
Your age, which is like Someone who looks like they're your age or someone who is your age?
Prefer to have me. But if some female makes an offer to you and you're lonely already,
I can't believe this guy's fucking 38.
it's tempting for a person.
What made this so tempting for you?
Being lonely.
Anything else you'd like to tell us?
No. Are y'all gonna get me arrested when I leave?
Had he seen our previous reports, he would know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, how is he alone with a fiance?
Get on the ground! Get on the ground
Did he
now!
have a fiance or he still has one? I don't remember this fucking guy at all.
Get out! Get out! Get on the ground! Lay down! Lay down!
And an update on one of the most shocking men caught in
Oh,
our
David K.
To Catch a Predator series, a rabbi.
I think that's the end of it for right now. All right, guys. I'm like really fucking tired. I'm on the East Coast and I go to bed really early. So, unfortunately, that's all for me. Yeah, it's a rough 38, isn't it? It is, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll do part 2 at some point this week. I promise. I just have to run it through the, yeah, see you guys. See you, Cyber Squeak, all y'all. Izzy Stardust. I will,